Hi everyone, it's Tanaya Darlington here with the Daphne Zepos Research Award. We're here today to announce this year's scholarship winner. Just wanted to give you a little background on the award, and certainly if you're interested in applying next year, just give you a little bit of information about that application process. Daphne Zepos was a legendary teacher who inspired so many in the cheese world. And this fund supports greater education within the world of cheese. This year, we launched for the first time ever a research award. This is our second now annual award that we'll be offering. And the research award goes to someone who is taking on a project to explore cheese that can then create some teaching materials to further the learning for others. The award is in the range of $2,500, and our applicants submitted applications in early May 1st. The application process entails describing a vision for your research project and what you're going to create, and also submitting a resume and one recommendation letter. Applicants can apply if they've worked in the world of food for 3 of the last 6 years. This is my first year on the board, and it was such a pleasure to read through all 8 applications. We'd never opened this application process before in the research area, and we were excited to read proposals that involve both academic research and also creative research that would produce things like books, videos, even mobile learning opportunities. So today, we're here to announce our first ever Daphne Zepos Research Award winner, and it is Mary Casella. Mary Casella is going to join me here in a second, and I'm going to ask her just a little bit about her project so you can find out what she'll be working on this year. And then, of course, you'll also be able to learn what she will be creating at the end of it if it's something you want to follow along with and learn. Hi, Mary. Welcome. It's great to meet you. Great to see you. You are in New York. Is that correct?
Yes, I am in New York. It is 97 degrees. We just got an emergency warning on that. So I hope everyone across the country is staying cool. But yeah, I'm thrilled to be here and really honored to have been the first recipient of this research award.
Terrific. Well, congratulations, first of all, from me and also from the entire board. We were really excited about your application. I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. The first being, can you tell us just a little bit about your project vision and what inspired it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I will be researching women in dairy, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who know just how many incredible women in dairy there are. I got my start at a women-owned cheese shop, and along my young cheese career, I have interacted with so many incredible women. So that's the main thing that really inspired me. But I love food history, and aside from learning about specific cheeses, I also constantly am reading about the culture surrounding cheese. And when I saw that the Daphne Zepos was going to be a research award, I thought that was perfect because I frankly have already had a lot of reading under my belt about women in dairy. And I mean, some of it I've even been able to connect to both my high school history classes and art history classes I took in college, which is kind of the cool, fun thing about research, is putting all these little pieces together and seeing how they connect. And yeah, when I knew that I had to sit down and actually write this proposal, and I'm so glad that I did. I was completely shocked to have won.
Oh, well, we're so thrilled that you decided to submit an application. What do you hope to accomplish by the end of it? Is it a book? Is it an article? Can you give people a sense of what they'll be able to read from you?
So ultimately, I hope to have a book. which I know that's quite an undertaking, but I am ready for it and so excited. And ultimately, it's just going to be a source for anybody, whether you work in cheese or not. Maybe you're a food history, art history, or just, general food enthusiast, a resource to learn about the grand scope of women in dairy from, the beginning of civilization and when people first started using dairy, both in aged cheeses and not aged. And I really also want to look at it on a more global scale. Of course, the industry, as they are like more predominantly dairy producing nations, is very centralized on Europe, America, some parts of South America, and Mexico. But I want to see what's going on in Eastern Asia, Africa, Eastern Europe. And yeah, it's just going to be a very comprehensive look at women's roles in, science, production, art, and just in, every way that women have touched this industry.
Yeah. So one of the goals for this award is that you reach either novices, enthusiasts, or professionals with your educational material. And it sounds from the way that you're describing that you're writing it for all of the above. Is that correct? Do you have an audience in mind?
Absolutely. What would be amazing if, some young lady, whether she's in school or, helping on her family farm, gets to read about women who have come before her. I'm constantly in awe of my peers and women who have come before me. And if they pick up this book and they recognize the importance of dairy in human culture, and really not just women, yes, women, because, we are so often overlooked. But if it can inspire people to get into the industry, if it can educate those who are already in it, that would make me so happy. Yeah.
Mary, what does the next year look like for you in terms of this research? I understand that you were just contacted, so you might not have a vision, but in terms of how you plan to spend time working on this, can you tell us anything about that?
Absolutely. So first, I'm going to be hitting the books and online databases and really just creating a concrete knowledge of history of women in dairy. And that way, when I then speak to women who are currently working in the industry, I'll bring information to them that they didn't know, and I'll have all of this knowledge to shed light on their experience. So after I do some good concrete research, I then look forward to interviewing a lot of women, and I'm so excited about that because
that sounds fantastic.
All these names I know, but there's still so many women I haven't met or ever talked to, and I'm super thrilled about that.
Sure. And I love this idea that as you talk and do your interviews, you'll be able to share information as you go, right? And really cross-pollinate efforts, perhaps.
Yeah.
And maybe even introduce people to each other, maybe not directly, but
right.
Helping women learn about other women in the field,
Yeah.
especially if they maybe feel a little isolated, especially coming out of this past year. How can the general public follow along? Will you be sharing information on any social media? Is there anything we might follow?
Yes, absolutely. So I do share from time to time little bits that I'm reading, and I'm thrilled that I hopefully won't be just like shooting that into a black hole anymore. So you can follow me on my Instagram, which is MLKBTCH, which I kind of leave open to interpretation. You can fill in the vowels at the end there. And you can also, definitely follow the Daphne Zepos Teaching Award handle. And I will be sharing the hashtag Mary Casella DZRA. So yeah, I hope people follow me and ask questions, and who knows what that can lead to.
Well, Mary, this is a wonderful beginning. I'm so excited for you. I want to thank you for your time. You can hear there's a little drum band happening for you outside of my school in Philadelphia. For those of you who are watching, if you're excited by what you're hearing, please follow Mary. But also check out our website, the Daphne Zepos Research Award. To find that information, simply Google Daphne Zepos Teaching Award.org. Or I have an email for you. You can email info@dzta.org. We'll send you the information or answer any questions you might have as a follow-up to this video. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mary. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to our other board members for being part of this exciting news. I'll sign off. Cheers.
Thank you.